All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. It's going down this Sunday, family. It's going down. The old Mac Voyages of the Nile, the Aboriginal Black Indian myth exposed. That's right, January the 7th. You want to be in the house, link right down in the video description. It's in the chat. Click that link and be prepared to think. Don't you dare miss it. It's going to be fire, family. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. Matter of fact, let me drop them. Matter of fact, let me drop the links in there. Let me drop the links in there. I don't know why I got started without it, but that's all right. That's all right. We still Gucci. We still Gucci. Let me drop these links in here for y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? Let me drop these links in here right quick. I don't want to move without them. I don't want to move without them. Mm-hmm. I'll move too quick today. Mm-hmm. Ray in there. Did Ray come in? He'll be in there. He'll be in there. He'll be in there. Yes, indeed. We got new members in the house too. That's right. I'll just drop him in. And so we want you in the house, family. Don't you dare miss this old Mac Voyages of the Nile. I'm accepting members. I'm excited about that because we got hard body work over here. You know that we putting down, and we know the family appreciate that. Want to be a member? Hit that link in the video. It's in the video description. Hit the link. Uh, check out the different memberships we have. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, we appreciate you over here at the General Seti Sarasun Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies. We got it all for you, family. 25% off selected items at this time. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 1,500 videos of nothing but pure heat and fire. Y'all already know what it is. Get over there. We got not only that, we got the supplemental, also monumental and instrumental research material from the Grandmaster teachers. And I give you an overview on all that material, giving you 360 degrees of supreme African academic knowledge and wisdom that cannot be surpassed by any other website on the planet. And also, family, y'all already know SETI dropping bombs on Patreon. I want you over there, family. We got some powerful new live streams we just dropped. We got the Jinn, and the Dragon, which is a very powerful presentation showing you our black divinity hidden in metaphysical teachings. We also got the the ancient Egyptian origins of the Jedi Knight. I know y'all want to see that. We got nothing but the facts to back it up, family. We got Namor, the Black Prince of Atlantis. Yeah, we got a lot more. The Dragon Kings of Kemet and the rise of African consciousness. We got work over there. Ain't no goddamn doubt about it. Get over there. No need to hype it up. To all the family out there, y'all know the solar return of the general. I have returned again, thanking the ancestors for blessing me one more year. You know, you can celebrate with the general, of course, link right up there. Go ahead. You understand what I'm saying? Respect to all the family that do. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti, King Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. You'll be up out of here for good and your ass ain't coming back. I see a lot of, we got a lot of, family. I know they passionate just like me. I know they is, and they be wanting to express themselves, but they not me. Okay, don't get it goddamn twisted. I don't want to have to put nobody else off of here. You feel me? And so let me make sure I where that one at. Let me go and put that on up there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's right. All right, we good. All right, we good. All right, there we go. All right. Now, this is a very, very powerful. Ain't nobody going here. The Jinn in the gyms are rappers being killed by haunted jewelry. And y'all thinking this is fabricated information. I'm gonna show you how real it is. And seriously, because this is ancient wisdom. This is not made up. This is ancient wisdom. Many kings and queens from ancient times, they knew that it would be thirsty niggas trying to break off into the tombs, and try to steal all the diamonds, all the rubies, all the emeralds, all the gold. They knew this. And so, one aspect of the burial was spells that were put on the tomb. Okay, now a lot of people don't know that there was what they call the curse of King Tut's tomb. And a lot of them damn Cro-Magnon Neanderthals that went down in that tomb, a lot of them died. You see, and what they believe is that our African ancestors was using biological warfare, that they had put certain biological agents that they knew would attack, certain organs. And so when they went down into the tomb to touch, and they went to touching on shit, and they got it on their hands, and they and they put it on their body, they breathed it in, and it sent their ass nighty night. But even beyond that, you have to understand that this is from ancient teachings. Now, you can take it how you want to. Now, Jinn, them, and even, you got negative and you got positive. Okay? You got negative and you got positive. But Jinn, which are spirits, were known to live inside of jewelry. Okay? Certain stones, and we're going and I want you to take this in mind. And how they got in there is crazy. Matter of fact, let me get this one out. Let me get this one out. Let me get the one I need. This ain't the one. This ain't the one. Okay. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see. That ain't the one I want. Is this it? Yep, this it right here. This it right here. And I want y'all to take this in mind because I know it to be true. When I don't make, but I put it to you where you have to take shit into consideration. Now, when we talk about the Wishmaster, who is a jinn, live inside of the ruby. You see, live inside of the ruby. I told y'all about even Ruby Tuesday. Y'all go up there and y'all don't understand T-Wise, who Tuesday named after. You don't, you know, we got to go. It's in the etymology. It's in the words that you speak. You can curse yourself. You see, you know how a lot of motherfuckers talk about death. Like, goddamn, that's all motherfuckers talk about dying and shit. You know, and then when they die, motherfucker be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Did you cause this to come into reality? You know, that's why the words that you speak is so powerful. It says that God created the universe with the spoken word. Is that right? That's what they say. They say that God created the world, the universe with the spoken word, spoke it into existence. You see? You speak it and then you cause it to exist. And so it's in the spelling. It's also in the spelling where you find the word spell. It's in the spelling. So understand that you can cause, things to manifest in your life just by speaking it. That's powerful. And if you can cause, then if you understand that you can bring positivity in your life by also speaking it, you see, at the same time. Now, when we talk about treasures, you see, when you talk about the Jinn, which is Naga, okay, you got your positive and you got your negative. More times than not, if it's negative, it's coming from a Eurocentric standpoint, because they understand, the power in it, they for African people, the understanding of it. When we talk about the Naga, the Jinn, the dragon, the Titans, the Seraphim, all of these is different terms for the same energy. Okay. Again, when we talk about the Seraphim, which is the highest ranking angels, the highest ranking angels in Judaism, in Christianity, which they call the fiery serpent. That's what a Jinn is. You see, that's what a Jinn is. You look at a Jinn. Now, if you let the goat herder, give you the information, he gonna make it seem as if this is a demonic entity. And if it's our ancestors, they is on their ass. They should be on them. Our ancestor spirits should be terrorizing the enemy of our people. That's right. They should be. That's right. They should be terrorizing their ass. And so whatever the ancestors is doing on the spiritual realm to help us, you understand, to overcome our enemy, then we praise them. We praise them. Haunt the shit out their ass. You understand what I'm saying? That's right. Haunt them. Haunt them, ancestors. Get them. We praise you for doing that. Okay? And so, but when you look at the Naga and you when you look at the Jinn, he's a fiery being. He was made from fire. But so is the Seraphim. And all of them are serpentine at the bottom. You can't tell the difference in them. You see, the only difference between the Naga and the Jinn is that the Naga's lower extremities is flesh, is serpentine. But the thing is that they all can metamorphosize. Understand that. They can become anything they want. So know that. So they can be the Jinn, the Naga, the Seraphim, all of them can become human in form. Okay, understand that. That's an aspect. But the human aspect of that is us. You see, it's an esoteric understanding. Okay, it's an esoteric understanding, and so we're gonna get off into it in a deeper teaching after this, but we most definitely gonna hit on it as we move through this particular lesson. Now, again, when we talk about the leprechaun, when you talk about the dragon, when you talk about the Jinn, the genie, they always around treasures. You see, emeralds and all type of ruby. And if you watch the movies, they don't let you take none of it. You think you didn't come upon a treasure and this, that, and the third. And you can, if you take one ruby, anything out the treasure, they gonna come and get it. You see the leprechaun, he lost his goddamn gold, and goddamn it, he came right back to get it. So understand, in that is spirit in those gems. It's a spirit. If somebody got on certain precious stone, they absorb energy too. Understand that they absorb energy. And if somebody's living a wicked life and they got certain jewels on, it absorbs that. You see what I'm saying? And in certain stones down through history, they handed down to, some royalty, and all of them was wicked. And you can see that, and I got documentation that in all the people that inherited those gems just continue to die hideous goddamn lives and shit. Certain kings and queens, they continue to die hideous goddamn lives. And so, those particular stones, and they gain a renowned fame for being demonic, haunted jewelry. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, you don't know when you getting certain jewels what has happened with those jewels, especially when they've been handed down. Even if you think they new, because, when you think about a lot of them blood jewels that coming out of Africa, and all type of our peoples have passed, are dying. You see what I'm saying? Why they trying to retrieve them jewels? All of the death, all of the pain and trauma that goes into these gems, and and then they make it over here to us, and to us, and we put them on, and we don't realize this. How many of our people who have died from getting their jewelry snatched? You see what I'm saying? And you have to, after I started the studying and shit, I was, it made me think, because we're not the only ones with these stories now. We're not the only ones with these stories. We're not, so don't ever think that this shit is just being made up. Now, let me get this. Is this the one? I don't know if this the one with them stories on it or not. But we talking about these crazy ass incidents. Let me see, is this the one? No, this ain't the one. It must be this one. It is. It is. It's this one right here. Now, as I'm reading this, it says that it talks about jewelry being the most common item to be handed down by a family member after death. Very precious heirlooms with great sentimental value given to the next generation. Many people believe, however, that jewelry can hold bad karma or juju. Okay? For instance, you refuse to wear. Wait a minute. Okay, let me go down. There are some famous pieces of haunted jewelry owned by royalty, including King Henry VIII, for which many are considered cursed. Okay, and so it says, matter of fact, I don't even think I got all these in line, but You know, they got this one where they talk about, you know, let me see this one right here. It's called the Hope Diamond. Okay, now this blue diamond featured in the movie Titanic was actually based on real life jewelry. The Hope Diamond, the stone mined in India, first owned by King Louis, what was that? The 11th, worn by his wife Marie Antoinette. Louis only had the diamond for 4 years. All ended when citizens beheaded both during the revolution. So they cut his head off. Marie Antoinette cut her head off too. You see what I'm saying? And so the diamond transferred to the French National Treasury, stolen only a year later during looting, smuggled into London, and ended up in the hands of King George VI, sold off after his death to pay off many debts. Next owner, Simon Frankel, sold it also to pay off debts. Ended up with what they say a socialite, Evelyn Wash McLean. After she got it, it says her daughter died of an overdose, then her son in a car accident. Her husband died of brain anthropathy. The family business then went bankrupt. Now, a lot of people can take that, as, a coincidence. You see, a lot of people can take that as a coincidence, but a lot of people, take that as, a jewel that hasn't absorbed a lot of trauma, a lot of bad karma and shit. It continues to absorb until it's just a demonic thing that you don't want to come in contact with. It got Jinn in it. And so, the thing is, when I thought about how many of our brothers, that been dying, I just went in there and just typed in. Now, that brother back there that was with Boosie. Now, what was that brother's name? What was his name? Was it Duke the jeweler? I believe it was Duke the jeweler. You see what I'm saying? And and you have to understand, you know what? Listen, yeah, Duke. And many more. But I'm just saying how, these Jews are responsible for a lot of death. Okay? Jews could get you killed. And so when you think of down through the many years that, it's just always come back to somebody dying over jewelry. Okay? Now, is it, some spirits that, that these Jews may have belonged to? Because just because somebody give them don't mean they knew. Motherfuckers get jewels all the time from you don't know where they come from. You don't know where they come from. But these stories down through thousands of years talk about spirits living inside of jewelry. And if it belongs to a spirit, it calls, it's calling these jewels, these gems back to that spirit. And anybody that they consider to illegally be in possession of these jewels, you don't know what, when even in our ancestors, they was dying, they could have put a curse on whoever, and they, in the last person hand, they see it going to it, that white man. They probably put all type of, you understand, a juju on the damn, which they should have did. They should have did. You think about the Congo where they were down there cutting off hands. You see? That's right. Cutting off hands and this, that, and the third. And what we call blood diamonds and all type of blood jewels and this, that, and the third. Is this what's happening? This is not something that just been made up. This is ancient teachings, you know, that people put curse on houses. They put curse on a lot of things. And when we say a curse, people think negative, but in some certain aspects, they have been wrongfully taken from the owners. In the last resort that they could, extract on a motherfucker was to put some form of a curse on it. You see, to put some form of a curse on it. And so it's just, and in a way, when you think about these niggas that kill for jewelry, negatively, you got, like I said, you got good jinn and you got bad jinn. Jinn are spiritual entities, and they can exist in the mind. They can come into the mind. They exist within all types of individuals. You see what I'm saying? You got good spirits, you got bad spirits. That's just the reality. And a lot of these spirits exist in the mind. You think about some of these killer motherfuckers that be doing, a lot of them was demonic. They believe in their mind that they was entities and shit. And so a man or a woman think of in their heart and mind, so is he and she. So if a motherfucker sitting in and listening and reading books and shit, and it says talking about Beelzebub and all this goddamn shit, Aleister Crowley and shit, and he believe he Lucifer and all this shit. These type of entities can exist in the mind of the individual. So in essence, that is a jinn. You understand? Mentalities in many aspects is the manifestation of jinn, and however you believe, that's how you think, that's how you act. You see, so when these niggas see the diamonds and the gems and the jewel, the entity that put the curse on it act out in these niggas' minds and called the gems back. You see what I'm saying? And the crazy shit about it, if you watch that one motherfucking movie, it's like that goddamn Constantine. What was it? Was it Constantine with that motherfucker Johnny? No, was it? No, it wasn't Johnny Depp. It was what's that other motherfucker that played in Constantine? What's that movie? Because it was a Marvel comic book. Y'all, yeah, right. That's right. What's his name? Reeves. That's right. That's who it was. Yeah, and that motherfucking that spear. That's right. That spear and shit. Motherfucker touched that motherfucker, and that motherfucker turned straight into a jinn. That motherfucker eyes and shit changed and shit. Yeah, he say John Wick. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. That's right. And so it's certain shit that, so goddamn demented with so much, and it didn't absorb so much negativity and shit. That's what it attracts. That's what it attracts. So when them evil spirits and shit that exist in the minds of motherfuckers, it calls them gems back in the crazy shit that the killing keep on going on. Because whoever motherfucking, and the person who get them, they the next one to fall. Ain't nobody ever just gonna lay with them. And then when you think about where you got them from and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna haunt the mind, nigga, that you got on dead man jewels and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third. So we have to think about, when you get, some stones can't be washed. Some motherfuckers, dependent. You can't wash some stones. You know what I'm saying? They got to be destroyed. Yeah. Constantine, yeah. You got to watch that movie. That's a crazy motherfucking movie, man. That motherfucking movie is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of them, for me, that's like one of the top ones that, in a long time. That Constantine movie, it's some crazy shit in that. But that motherfucker was a Marvel comic. I never did get that. But once I seen the movie and shit, I was like, wow, this motherfucker, it's some crazy shit going on. It's some crazy shit going on in that movie. But real talk, you have to be careful about, them jewels and shit, and, that you get, especially if they've been heirlooms for a long motherfucking time and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they've been out there for a long time. And I don't know, sometimes they got records on them. I don't know. Some of them, if you get them the very first time, they got records on them. But everybody don't do it like that. Whether you keep the birth record of the stone and who had it and this, that, and the third. I don't know. Some people do it that way. Some people don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's many people that have had stories of obtaining older jewelry and being possessed by that damn jewelry. Something befalls them. You know what I'm saying? Something befalls them. And so our people got to be very careful, because it seems like we the worst. We catch it the worst. You don't see no other people. It's like, they come to us. You know what I'm saying? These type of entities come to us, always searching. You understand what I'm saying? To bring death and destruction to our people that wear these jewels. It's just like damn near it's about almost first nature. That, nigga, if you get some jewels, nigga, that's like, nigga, your life on the line. You know what I'm saying? That shit like your life. I don't give a fuck what you buy. A car ain't, sometimes a car, but not like that. You know what I'm saying? You can buy houses, you can buy cars, even money, nigga. Money is one thing, because they know most of the time, they ain't gonna get that kind. If them nigga got tons of jewels on them, they know that's the time. And so that'll really manifest that goddamn jinn in their mind to take. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it do. A jinn will automatically come up in some motherfucking body to take and to kill. You understand? It ain't just going to take, but to take and to kill. And that's crazy. That's crazy that it can manifest. And so we had to think about that, family. We had to think about that is what, what just this constant repetitious, treachery that comes with having, jewels on your neck and this, that, and the third. Is this jewelry haunted? You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. You got when we, let me tell you, when we say use that term haunted, you can, and it mean what it means. You understand what I'm saying? Because the line of brothers that been dying for jewelry, nigga, is infinite. If until you really take a look at it and just look at the documents, and if a motherfucker just wrote a book on that and just document from the time when we really start wearing them up to now, and how many motherfuckers then died treacherous deaths, and you talk about occultism, this is serious talk. When you talk about all type of occult shit, houses and shit, and I don't think it surpassed how many niggas that then died over jewels. I just don't, it might be a house over here, it might be a house over there, but any nigga that died over jewelry, I know there's trauma in them stones. And so when you think about how many deaths didn't happen, over jewelry, believe me, it's a lot of stones out here. If they still in existence, that's haunted with the death of many black people in them stones. So you better think about that shit long and hard. And so the reality is, was that, these ancient stories of jinn existing inside of gems and jewelry and all this that we see on movies that relate to this, you see, is there truth in that? Is there a lot of truth? And from what I see, there is some truth. So it ain't, a lot of times we have to understand it's not what you can see. is what you can't see. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be careful. You have to have your force field strong, family. And just you can't accept things of that nature because those come, you just don't know. You just don't know. So if you're out there and you thinking about getting you some jewels and shit, you need to do some research on where they're getting them from. You know what I'm saying? Are they old? Where they get them from? Because the first thing a nigga do when he takes some shit, he going straight to the goddamn he going straight to the goddamn pawn shop. You see, he going straight to the pawn shop. So if you going to, you say lab diamonds, yeah, no, but shit, But anyway, family, this is I'm just touching on this for the first time, but I am coming back. And I'm gonna dig deeper on this, and I am coming back. But I want y'all to take this into serious consideration. Where's them gems at that they took off them brothers? Where they at? Who got them? What happened after it? I would like to know. Not to say, I care about the lives of the, but is it I would like to see, what happens after that. Who puts them on and what happened to their ass? Do it continue to happen? And if it is, then there's something that we most definitely need to look into. It's crazy how what you think is not real is really real. Okay? This is General Sarah Soon said, he's saying, thank you, family. Support the general. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.